Was Islam spread by the sword? History answers, no. Let me take you back to the year 631. A Christian delegation from a city called Najran traveled to Medina. They weren't captives, dragged there in chains. They were guests invited to meet the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. They entered the city, and what followed wasn't a battle, but a dialogue. They debated theology, discussing their beliefs openly and without fear. There were no threats, no force, no swords drawn to compel them. Instead of demanding their conversion, the Prophet offered them something remarkable, a written pact, a covenant. He guaranteed the safety of their churches, declaring them protected. He promised that their faith would be preserved, their lives and property secure under his governance. This pact, known as the Covenant of Najran, explicitly stated that no bishop would be removed from his bishopric, no monk from his monastery, and no priest from his priesthood. Think about that for a moment. This wasn't the action of a conqueror forcing his religion on others. This was a leader establishing a framework for peaceful coexistence. It was governance by contract, not by coercion. This pact demonstrates a core principle. You cannot force belief. Empires might expand through military might, but faith, true conviction, spreads from heart to heart. It's a message that convinces the soul, not one that is beaten into submission. This historical event wasn't an isolated incident. The Quran itself states, there is no compulsion in religion. The early Islamic Empire included vast populations of Christians, Jews, Zoroastrians, and others who continued to practice their faith for centuries. The largest Muslim majority country in the world today, Indonesia, never saw an Arab army. Islam arrived there peacefully through merchants and scholars whose character and message won people over. Similarly, trade routes carried the faith across Africa and Asia. People were drawn to the justice, equality, and compassion they saw in Muslim communities. The spread of Islam was a complex historical process, and while there were wars and conquests, as there were with all empires of that era, the idea that the religion itself was systematically forced upon people at the point of a sword is a myth. The evidence points to a different story, a story of dialogue, diplomacy, and the power of a compelling message. The pact with the Christians of Najran still speaks volumes, if we just take a moment to listen to what history is actually telling us. Empires spread by force. Faith spreads by conviction. Thanks for watching. If you found this perspective valuable, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that goes beyond the headlines.